I've reviewed a small handful of iQunix products over the past couple of years, and this is by far the best one. Spoiler alert, if you're on the fence about buying one of these, I definitely recommend it. Of all the keyboards I've used in my lifetime, this is the nicest, and given that it's an off-the-shelf product and not a custom-made one, that is some praise. So then, what makes the F97 shine, and why is it, in my opinion, the best keyboard that I've ever used? Hey guys, I'm Ryan Thomas, and this is my review of the iQunix F97. Let's start off with what the F97 is. It's a $255 1800 layout, wireless or wired, RGB or non-RGB mechanical keyboard. The 1800 layout means that it's pretty much all the keys of a full size, but it's squished together to make a more ergonomic and portable layout. This price might put you off if you're used to sort of Corsair and Razer keyboards, but believe me, this is a big step above in terms of quality. Trust me, this will make those keyboards feel so rattly and cheap and plasticky, you'll never want to buy another one again. In the box you get the board, switch and cap pullers, a cleaning brush, wireless receiver, braided USB-C to A cable and adapter for bringing that closer to you. You also get this dust cover, a staple of iQunix boards, and one that I very much appreciate. I will just say right now that those aren't my terrific hands in the video. I want to give a shout out to my fiancée Katie for helping me film this video. She's become very infatuated with keyboards and actually really likes this iQunix one. The keyboard is built out of mostly metal and comes in an array of different styles, though I really like this graffiti diary version, which stands out massively from the standard minimalist styles that we get these days. The shape of the board is really nice. It's got a very thin bezel right the way around the outside, and actually because it's so squished together, it gives you extra room on the desk, and because it doesn't have anything top or bottom, one, you might want to add a wrist rest. Of course these are available from other shops, and actually because it is so low profile, it gives you lots of room to move it up and down towards your monitor and towards you as well. The hot swap PCB, which is what the F97 has, is different from the F96 in that you are able to actually swap out the switches. That is what hot swap is for, which means you don't have to solder and desolder the switches. Whether you want linears, clickies, tactiles, you can swap them out for whatever you want. There are heaps of options to choose from on the iQunix website, though the one we have here is a graffiti diary, non-RGB, with the TTC Ace switches, which are a 60-gram linear item that sound and feel great. Speaking of sounding and feeling great, this is where the sounds tests come in. We did one with a desk pad and without a desk pad. I'll show those now. Yep, sounds incredible, doesn't it? The lubrication from factory on the stabilizers is very good. It's not perfect, you can still hear a tiny little bit of wobble there, but I feel like it's really not that bad. And actually something that I spoke to iQunix about this personally, is that the switches are lubed from factory, which means this thing feels as good as it sounds. Not necessarily thocky, I would say, but very tight feeling. A thock is sort of a deeper sound, and this sounds a little bit, well, it's not quite as deep as I'd expect. However, it does sound and feel fantastic, and I'll be honest, all my keyboards just feel rubbish now. The slightly concave keycaps feel stable and very natural to type on. The switches aren't too light and too heavy, they're just right. This is the best sounding iQunix board I've ever used, and I've used a fair handful of those now. They just seem to be getting better every time they release a keyboard. Thankfully you can use this keyboard in either wireless or wired mode. I tend to use wired keyboards just for safety, but the internal battery can do 260 days claimed in low power mode, which involves Bluetooth on, backlight off, and 5 hours of usage a day. Obviously I had no way of verifying this in a short period of time. However, what I will say is that it ran without needing to charge from the minute we got out of the box and used it for a few days. So yeah, I don't know. I'm getting to the bit of the video now where I feel like people are going to be typing in the comments, this is a sponsor video, and it's not. I have no, iQunix don't pay me. I've used and reviewed quite a lot of their products, but definitely not got any kind of tie-in there. I'm not part of their business. You can check it, there's nothing there. They just seem to be improving as a company. They listen to feedback, They send out review units. Even if I give, say, a negative review, they'll send them out anyway because they want the feedback. They listen to their customers. They've been putting some really cool stuff out at the moment. I'll chuck some B-roll up at the website. It's really good. And yeah, they're a bit expensive, but for an off-the-shelf product, I think they do an amazing job of almost introducing someone to this style, this kind of keyboard world, if you like, without going crazy. So yeah, fantastic product. I'll leave links in the video description. As always, check out everything there. Please do leave a comment, comment, subscribe if you're new around here to never miss a video like this one. Check out my social medias as well with all those other links in the video description. I want to give a shout out to my patrons for being continually supportive. Thank you so much, guys. So yeah, I've been Ron Thomas, and I'll catch you later. Peace.